righty-roo, and cuckoo-ca-choo to you, and no, on all my nobodies not watching out there. I'm back. Little problem there, but I gotta figure it out. Perceptible buzzing noises in your ear disappears. You can't hear Hope anymore. It's probably she can't hear your voice right now either, which would mean you be busy raging and cursing everything in her sight at the moment. Probably. This obviously wasn't something she expected to happen. Could it be that Kara saw through your plan? You have to play it cool and see what happens next. Honestly, that's on Hope to be like she doesn't have use of that technology. She's like a tech IT person. You have money and shit, but she has access to new shit, you know? She wanted you to be here. You know what you would have to do? You'd have to try to outspy her because we're up here on the top of something. You'd want to like have one of the spy dishes that actually doesn't work about, you know, recording sound but amplifies it, and then use that to record it and point it at her directly because we're up here. But you know, you didn't do that, did you? You just thought this would work even though you knew that could be a potential outcome. Also, is that black outline like a threat of the beast, or is that just a normal thing? I wonder. Knowing Hope, you probably heard whatever scraps can be Googled about me and a pile of insults for good measure. Obviously, I know everything there is to be known about you as well, Tobias. I don't believe we have such a need for formal introductions. But first off, let me apologize for the discomfort my former employee has caused you. I wasn't remotely aware of his planned actions against Hope. I fully condemn them. I'm glad to see you unharmed, and of course applaud your swift disposal of the psycho. Langley chose you well. Yeah, sure. That's right. He just, for no reason, decided to take it upon himself and try to kill us both, and then I, you know, killed him. And then you're like, good job, gold star. Nothing personal. I had nothing to do with it at all, even though I admit that he was my guy and all that. That's fucking stupid. A brief silence. So, let me cut to the chase here and present myself the best way I know how, through my ideas. Who do you think has a monopoly on reality? Real talk, from my personal perspective, not Tobias's. I don't think anybody has a monopoly unless you're gonna go like real hierarchy up in the world of darkness. Like, I just recently heard today about like the God Machine, and that seems kind of like it has that sort of thing going on, but I don't know much about that, so I can't, like, I saw a video about it, but I wasn't paying as close attention as I could have, and I don't really know that it does, but I know there's like other forces and stuff. But if I wanted to look from our perspective as vampires, I would say probably depending on the level of Malkavian and their intent, a Malkavian of high level, a Ventru of less high level because they are doing something that they're being told, and you know, misinformation is information and power, and you can control people through misinformation, whereas a Malkavian could actually alter reality at higher levels of dementation. Or Fae, maybe. Yeah, those seem like the most. I feel like I'm missing one. Fae, Malkavians. Yeah, I feel like they actually affect reality, and I don't know if they have a monopoly. I don't think anybody has a monopoly. Not much for small talk, is she? Who do you think has a monopoly on reality? Big question. That one guy with the monocle. I'm sorry, I'm not from the part of the Mandela effect universe that believes he doesn't have a monocle. I'm from the other one, so yeah. We do, we do. Who rigs every Oscar night? Who knows the outcome of every heavyweight fight? We do, we do. What do they call the fucking stone cutters from Simpsons? The state. Corporations. I'm gonna say corporations. I don't know. Corporations do. That's a fairly typical answer. Very 21st sounding century. But they've succeeded replacing the state here, though, right? She signals to someone behind you. For a while, you've been watched by careless men who circle around the staircases, presumably her ghouls. One of them sets off downstairs. You know, Bolivia just had a military coup. Hundreds of new accounts posting nothing but Bolivian politics in English set out to convince every random person online that the U.S. wasn't to blame. So, are you CIA? Because you kind of sound like you're CIA. Sloppy work, if you ask me. Now imagine this, a 17-year-old K-pop fan from Ohio writing an entire thread about how her relatives in La Paz, are actually glad the president is gone. Okay. A film reviewer with a side interest in politics selling a U.S. CIA-approved narrative with Evo Morales, an approachable fitness guy, explaining the situation to you in the simplest terms, just like it is. Animated voice, expressive gestures, and a steady eye contact. She's taught herself how to project a good image, but it isn't natural yet. At times it feels as if she's screaming at you to trust her. Just kind of sounds like you're not quite as good as, Hope. It's not hard to emulate the masses. Reach out to one of those Eastern European troll farms and bang, a few hours later, you have a clone army that will instantly voice their support for any cause. Yeah, bots and trolls and people who are like, I'll pay you more than minimum wage to say things. Here, you say these things, just don't say them the same. You know English well enough. Just keep hitting it out. You will spread your message, but you won't foster a new culture that serves your goals. You won't masquerade your message as independent thought. For that, you need personalities, not the masses. So individuals. But those individuals still have to have value enough to be listened to. But the ability to emulate personality is a whole different ballgame. Not a craft, but an art. You need to understand your fabrication so deeply that you start to hate it, and then you learn to love it. Again, I'm still worried that somehow you're Hope, and you just take real extra effort. Because, for all I know, you could be Hope. Are you a white chick? Check. Do you have blonde hair for the most part? Check. Hers is more white, but it could still be blonde, so check. You cover your neck and whole body, so all those tattoos could be gone. Check. Less makeup, more makeup, 80s style, different hairstyle. You could be. I don't know. And if you want to make a bunch of those personalities follow one agenda, you need a once-in-a-lifetime team to achieve that. A like-minded, artistic collective, both ambitious and obedient. Even though you can't hear Hope's voice in your ear right now, you could swear you hear her in Kara's speech. It's exactly the same tone she was using when monologuing in the car. One of them must have been a big influence on another, or perhaps they used to be in the position where they both shaped each other's personas. Hard to say, only one thing is for sure. In all honesty, they could be like siblings, as the word has been used, sired by the same, child of the same, or same person. Who fucking knows? Maybe this is the one that sold out, the other one didn't, and I've been playing with the rogue one. I don't know. And that is, Hope must be absolutely furious right now. Is it possible that Kara knew about her plot? Fingers crossed she doesn't. The state is satisfied when an account that went unused for 5 years suddenly starts selling imperialist propaganda into the void. The aging corporations are too set in their ways. But imagine a fresh startup that enables the proliferation of ideas adjacent to the prince's plan for the future. Now imagine getting into bed with the biggest corporations and agencies. Yeah, you sound like Hope, but like the biggest sellout, as opposed to like all Indian shit. Like you're the other side of the coin. You like the other side of the coin of Hope, effectively. So many unlives that could be improved, or even saved from the raids of First Light. I have infrastructure, I have elder support. All I need is a mastermind at the center of it all. You mean, and it's like Hope? Or the mastermind? I don't know. All these answers seem valid. Hope seems like the right answer. But I'm not going to throw Hope under the bridge like that. And it's like, I'm just going to go with you mean. You mean, yes, Hope. She looks down and takes in the scenery below for a while. Then she points at her t-shirt, the one piece of clothing that clashes with the rest of her outfit. Honey, that is not the only piece that clashes. You know, I'm a huge fan of punk. The leading idea of my company, Double Spirals, to make everything I do a little bit punk. I'm all about clashing ideas. I'm all about disruption. You blink a few times in a quick succession. Oh God, you think to yourself, she's that kind of person. You saw a lot of them in your old life. Another rich idiot who thinks steals are an art form, too hell-bent on perverting the meaning of any piece of actual art that there ever been, thoroughly ruined by the art-hating dystopia that surrounds you. You collect yourself and escape from the memory lane. Kara's talking about Hope, so you'd better listen. Again, they could be the same. Again, I feel like the staircases sort of indicate that. Like the whole MC Escher thing, like, oh, up is down, down is up. Monks walking in an endless square. To me, Hope is as punk as it gets. A free spirit. Fiercely independent and eternal contrarian at odds with everything and everyone. Developing her talents just because she finds it joyful. That is a good definition of punk. I'll take it. But God, does this girl need guidance? Not putting her talents to better use, rotting away, posting inane bullshit all the time. What a waste. I have a built-in environment specifically to develop her talents and let her become indispensable to our society, but she rejects it because some idiotic hang-ups. I don't expect you to change your mind about me just because I kept yapping and yapping. I just hope you'll keep my perspective in mind and serve as the voice of reason Hope really needs right now. Now that I've had my say, how about we put our girl back on? And again, see, this is the thing that's going to make it difficult for them to be the same person. Hope being like using celerity maybe to attack and be a whole chat room, that's theoretically possible. Them having different voices and speaking at the same time is also possible because of pre-recorded dialogue and shit. But it's I don't know. Let's just see. She taps on her phone again. A quiet buzzer appears in your right ear. You're bluffing. I mean, I just want to talk to Hope. Are you there? Kara smiles devilishly while Hope releases a demonic guttural growl through your headphones. Yeah, sure. Let her know her hunch was right on the money. Why the hell not? She's not happy with you, but the important part is she's with you. Come on, man. Like, did you really believe, like, me? I'm not exposing anything here. She knew I wasn't Hope. Come on. She said, dude, come on. Don't worry, she should have heard everything. I just wanted to spare you an annoying commentary track while I introduce myself. Excuse me for a second. Okay, good. That actually... One of Kara's guards approaches to show her something on his phone. Hope uses the distraction to get you up to speed with how things are on her side. Yeah, for a second there, I was about to rage that the hag has gotten the better of us, but hey, go figure, she just wanted to take a piss in my Cheerios. The plan worked. Pissy Cheerios, no bueno. Fuck. I'm sorry, I got stuck on her name. Come on, finish the shot. Shush. I hate America, yeah, I don't know. I have a lot of data from her monologuing and some private sources, but the more we gather, the better. This display here says some more K letters could be useful. So don't beat yourself up about it if you fail, but try to get her to repeat something with K in it. Might improve our deep fake voice. Yeah, no, that's so easy to just do right there, you know? Because K sounds aren't always the same. I just said, yeah, you know, that has a K sound in it, but it doesn't sound like it. Well, it has a K in it. It doesn't sound like a K. K is not one of the more common letters, and often it doesn't have K sound. So, all right. Looks like Kara's done talking to the guard. Sorry about that. Looks, one, like I've got to attend a sudden meeting with a Google representative shortly. Hope snorts. Not bragging, though. By the way, does anyone know, but Rendezvous, your patron, any other companion, or maybe the Nosferatu? It's like a few. Does anyone but Hope know about this little rendezvous? I feel like she could just be like, you've served your purpose, grabs me by the fucking collar, just yeets me into the fucking sky, and that's that. I don't know if it's good to lie to this person. I don't know. I feel like this could, like, end my death. This could be, like, I could just... You know, like, I'm sturdy as a vampire, but I can't fucking fly. I can't turn into a bat. I can't... If I were lucky, I might be able to, like, try to, like... plow through a window or something. My patron doesn't know I'm here. Well, she does know that I've been hanging out, but that doesn't mean she knows. The Nosferatu have no... I'm gonna go with nobody. Fuck it. It's just us. Should I have told anyone? Maybe. Maybe not. Just says a lot about your personality, that's all. It's like, other than Hope. Hope knows I'm here, obviously. I don't think anybody else. There's somebody maybe following me? Anyway, no offense, but since Hope's not here, I really have to rush. Honestly, I feel a little insulted that she's not at this meeting and I didn't even... Oh, they're showing up. Looking for K words. God. See, told you, K doesn't show up that often. Her tone of voice betrays her. She might have had some good instincts. Too bad she didn't trust them here. Still, out of respect for Langley, I decided to have this little talk, K, with you. That's why I'm an asset to Camarilla. And, explain why she needs Hope. Okay. What the worm brain hag here forgot to mention is that the elders don't give a shit about me. Even if you don't see it my way now, believe I've sown some seeds here that might sprout in the near future. Double Spiral looks out for its people who look, K, another K, out for is all I'm saying. But before I leave, you know, another K, there's one thing I really wish I knew. Another K. Back when I knew her, it was a different person, or different people, depending on how you look at it. Another K. Why does she fight against me so much? What's her motivation to resist so much? What's her motivation? Good question. She never shared it with you. Answer whatever you want, but you better lie through your teeth. Better get her to say V a few times if you can, and if it improves a few shortcomings of our deepfake software. Let's just read it. Just V, 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 V. Answer whatever you want, but A, you better lie through your teeth. B, you better get her to say V a few times if you can. It might improve a few shortcomings in our deepfake software. What's your answer? Survival has a V in it. It has two V's in it. Love has... What was my question? I'm like already like, fuck. I don't even remember the question anymore. I think survival has the most V's in it. Survival. Spare me. If she just wanted to keep pulling through, she'd have a much better chance by my side. No V's. No bueno. Pride or spite would be far more believable as an answer. Should have told me you either don't know or don't trust me. Survival. V times 2. Good attempt at least. I mean, I just hope she would say the word at least once. One of Kara's people erupts with a theatrical cough. Kara gestures at him to calm down. Calm thine tits. I really need to go now. See you around, Tobias. She begins to walk down the stairs, surrounded by her guards. Once she's gone before you, Hope decides to summarize your mission. For the love of Christ, wish you could have kept her droning on for a little longer. Turns out letter T could use some improvements as well. T? Really? You need the letter T. It's one of the more common words. Okay, fine, whatever. Not complaining though, you did good. Don't worry, the data I should have is more than enough to generate a convincing defect. I just need to put in some more work. T. K and V, I get it. So anyway, get that right away. Enjoy the rest of your night. Drop my hardware at your haven when you get a chance. I'll let you know when we're ready to hit Kara's base of operations. Pray for my success, sweetie. I might be done soon, maybe even tomorrow. And once we're done with her, we'll talk about how I can repay your generosity. Amen. The connection drops. It looks like that's all for now. You gaze at the sea of lights around you for the last time and then start making your way back to the street level. It's just like, okay, well, I guess I'll just take the elevator and leave, or... Because, like, this would suck, like, as a vampire being like, if I had any power to, like, just fuck all this. Like, just yeet, just jump, leap, and just do anything I could do to get somewhere else as opposed to listening to elevator music. Alright, well, oh, nope. I'm done for the thing. Okay, so I'm gonna end real quick because, yeah, I did the thing.